Andrew Scott. I'm not an immigrant. I was born in Chicagoland in Batavia, Illinois. I'm 23 years old. I just graduated from college and am currently working at the Lithuanian Research Center helping out with IT stuff. I'm half Lithuanian. My mom's a full-blooded Lithuanian, and my grandparents were born in Lithuania and then became refugees during the Second World War. So they came to Germany in the early 40s and lived in displaced person camps until like 55 or so. And then they came to the United States, to Chicagoland, got married and had 6 kids. I guess I'm an interesting case because I'm the one person in this building that doesn't really speak Lithuanian. I only know a few words. I definitely grew up with Lithuanian culture. My mother's maiden name is Brakauskas, so the Brakauskas family clan was around Chicago for most of my childhood. Like all 6 siblings and all their families were around here. I've always been interested in my family history. On my dad's side of the family, we have a very well-established genealogy and history, but it was always I knew we had less documented data for my mom's side of the family because they were refugees. They didn't take much with them when they left. So it always been intrigued by learning more about that history. A very important person for that is my great-grandfather, Juozo Kaminskio, who I never knew him. He died in 53, 54, a very long time ago. But he was a painter and an intellectual during the interwar period between World War I and World War II. And I grew up with his paintings because he painted all sorts of stuff, especially after he was exiled. And he loved to paint scenes of Lithuania, very rustic, peasants working in the fields and the very old farmsteads and rivers and clouds and, big crosses, those wooden crosses. That was my first experience with Lithuania, was kind of being a little kid in my house looking at these paintings and being like, wow, that's really cool. I want to go there someday. Yeah, I don't know. It's really just, I'm really connected to the history and learning more about the roots and the developments of how it happened that I'm here and there's a bunch of Lithuanians here for some reason and everybody's speaking Lithuanian and we're in Chicago, we're in the middle of the United States. It's very strange how that came about. So I've always been fascinated in learning more about that journey, I guess.